Good morning. It's 9 o'clock on a chilly March spring day. As most people will probably be aware, anyone who stays in Scotland anyway, this week's been really cold, unusually cold for March. It's not unusual to get snow, but the temperature of the air mass that's been sat above us has been really cold, much colder than anything we had all winter. The result being that everything is frozen. I'm at the waterfall at the head of Maspie Den, just near Falkland in Fife. It's somewhere I've come a few times and I've done a few vlogs from here, but I haven't done one when it's been freezing yet. It was -6 or 7 the other, is it yesterday morning? And the whole day didn't go above freezing, which, as I said before, for folk who are in North America, that just seems like half of the course really. But it's very unusual here in March, especially when the sun is getting higher and the daytime temperatures lift quite quickly and quite readily. That's part of the reason, I suppose, why all these are here, is because the sun's on them and they're melting, and as soon as that's gone, it dips below there or goes into cloud, these will start freezing again. The thing that makes this actually quite remarkable is that it's happening at all. The last time this happened was over 2 years ago, when that was the last time it was cold enough for all of these icicles to form. It doesn't generally get that cold here in Fife, long enough for icicles to form. So it's unusual enough just in a normal winter, but for it to happen in March, that's quite unusual. It's not as cold as it was in December 2010 though, when it was below freezing for 2 weeks, down to -7, and the whole waterfall froze, which that's not going to happen this week. And so it won't be long, I imagine, before all this comes tumbling down and all this exquisite beauty is gone. It's just a temporary thing and then it's gone, just like that. Just in the time that I've been crouched in there, just taking a few pictures, I had about 3 or 4 icicles fall on my shoulder, so it's all falling to pieces already. And it doesn't need to get that warm really. The sun's not really on it anymore, but the ones down there were coming down. It's just because the temperature's notched above freezing, and that's it. That starts it all off, and it'll just destroy it all. Something so beautiful falling to pieces, being destroyed without ever really having been seen by anyone. Maybe, I don't know, a dozen people. I can't imagine more than a dozen of people have been here over the last few days. I actually find that quite sad, that it's such a temporary thing. I mean, it doesn't happen here very often. I see icicles in the Highlands most weeks in winter, it's commonplace, but it's nice to see it somewhere local to you, somewhere that you know well. It's nice to see places that you're familiar with transformed radically, and the effect is probably greater somewhere like this in Fife, where this kind of weather isn't very normal. It's part of the beauty of winter and cold weather, which I know a lot of people don't like, and by the time we get to this time of year in March and you can feel it's coming, I know people are just happy to banish winter completely and just be done with it, but it's a beautiful, beautiful transformation. Come tomorrow, most of these will have fallen away. And it's the fleeting beauty of the natural world. I suppose most beautiful things in nature are quite fleeting. Landscapes aside, which are fairly unchanging. Certainly if you have an experience with wildlife, or you have a storm, or a certain quality of light, or a certain size of wave, or a depth of snow, no two events, no two things, no two experiences are going to be the same. No two sunrises are the same, sunsets. And so all these wonderful singular moments in the natural world are here one moment and they're gone the next, and if you're not around to see them when they happen, that moment is lost forever. I'm not quite sure where I'm going with that, other than to say, make the best of what the weather gives you, because it's always fleeting. Well, certainly this sort of stuff's fleeting. And again, as has been the theme in a lot of these video blogs that I've done over the last couple of months, the lesson is to get out while you can and see these things before they disappear.